Still on the wrong scene. Lamau. Can we? Oh, there we go. All right, nice. So Bray.tech. So if you aren't familiar, Bray.tech is another one of those great websites, similar to Destiny Recipes, Today in Destiny, Blueberries.gg, Light.gg, Foundry. You know, like there's so many great websites, and so has a lot to offer. And so if you're someone who's interested in actually being able to really like break down different triumphs or different things, or just have a clear pathway of what you all already want to be able to accomplish in game, again, to my video that's already out there called Don't Get Bored, or I don't know, I changed the title a couple times, but yeah, I think it landed on like how not to be bored or something like that in Destiny, which a lot of people were upset about, but whatever. But anyways, this is a great website, Bray.tech, where you're able to actually get a really deep dive of your character. So again, it has my information here, my Guardian rank, how many days I played. 134 seems low, but I guess you know, a lot of different things that you have available. And then when you click any of your guardians, any of your classes, you can dive a little bit deeper into specifics. So again, we're looking at the Lost Sector, the Legend Lost Sector. It gives you the breakdown of what that is. It tells you about what the weekly nightfall is and what the weapons are going to be. So all these different things is super helpful, I think, especially for new lights. Just because it's such a great breakdown, where you have other websites that are super valuable, but this again just has so many different visuals and different things you can, you know, really be able to get. And so even stuff like knowing that like you can do Grasp of Avarice, it tells you what it is, it's a dungeon, and also knowing that you can collect Gallahorn from that. And so when you dial down into these different things, you have an additional look into all these different things. And also, again, if you are interested in doing raids, it gives you that option as well, given the fact that when you are here, any of these weapons that are grayed out, granted I have all these weapons, but if you didn't have Divinity, for example, it will still show that the weapon is Divinity, but it actively will tell you whether or not that you own it, which is a really great option for folks who, again, just that thing you're trying to be able to capture an understanding of what pathway you can do, and it's like, oh yeah, I've done all these other raids and I haven't done Garden, and so, you know, it'd be great to be able to do that. And again, if you hadn't done Garden, this would be grayed out, because obviously you had to have completed Garden 2 and the quest steps to be able to get Divinity, so on and so forth. So again, not only does it give you a really great breakdown of those things, it tells you about the rotations. And so the rotations for Lost Sectors right here, it tells you which ones are going. So right now it's Hydroponics, as we said earlier. Later down the road, it's going to be the Quarry, which is actually a fairly fast and easy Legend Lost Sector. So you're saying like, oh, in 4 days would be a good day to farm Lost Sectors if you need a helmet, things like that, just so you have a sense of what you want to do. And again, I'm on my Warlock page right now, so it's only showing the Warlock exotics, but these would stay the same for all of your things. As well as, again, to the kind of point that we were saying earlier, if you're interested in seasonal challenges and triumphs, it gives you a breakdown of all those things as well, just to kind of see what different triumphs that you have. So again, some of these seasonal triumphs I've already completed, some I still need to work on, but again, just a really good opportunity to see that, like, hey, like, oh, this is like, you know, for folks who are just kind of like long into the game, it's like, oh, instantly I'm bored. This is actually a really great way to be able to understand what your power level is, what you have to offer in terms of, you know, if you actually need to level up your pinnacles. It gives you an idea of what kind of pinnacle and powerful gear you can get. Again, I'm at pinnacle cap, which is 1810, so it's just showing me those pieces. But again, all those different features that you have available. And again, going back to This Week in Destiny page, which gives you that breakdown of everything. We are in the minimized version of this right now, but if you expand it, you actually be able to see those triumphs that I spoke about, as well as a number of other things. So if you're interested in trying out this website, I highly recommend it. Apologies, I don't know the person or people's names specifically who work on this website, but they are community members who play the game. I do remember that. Just don't remember their names off the top of my head. And so just highlighting that this is something you definitely want to look into if you are ever in a spot where you're just like, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to get a pinnacle, or I just want to complete something. How can I complete XYZ triumph or challenge? And it gives you such a detailed breakdown. And again, even just clicking on triumphs real quick, it'll show you if you have unredeemed triumphs, what I do, as well as there's this really nifty side that says almost complete, right? So if you're that type of person, it's like, right now we're about to go into Gambit on stream. If you aren't familiar, ask us words at Sky Shinobi at Twitch, Kick, YouTube. We mainly stream on YouTube though. But again, yeah, if you're ever on, the stream, we have the ability to help folks out with different things. Mainly PvE helps, but yeah, I can knock out this final blows with glaives in Gambit really quick, right? Because I only have 2 left. So if you're ever wondering, just like, what can I do that's pretty quick? It does give you this pretty nice section here about what's almost complete, as well as, again, just the general list of seals and titles that you already have. You click any of them, it will give you that breakdown of what you still have to do. Cool.